Greetings, this is Mark Kelly. I'll speak to you on Benjamin Franklin, an embodiment of American ideals. Benjamin was born January 17th, 1706. He was the 15th of 17 children born to his father. He was only got a few years of formal education because his family wanted him to go into the ministry, but he became a voracious reader after that and really was a self-taught man. He was an apprentice under his older brother James, who was quite cruel to him, and he wouldn't print his writings, so Benjamin adopted a pen name Mrs. Silence Dogood, and it became an immensely popular column and poked fun at the British and claimed for free speech. Uh, James, though, got thrown in jail for it, and once he found out that Benjamin was actually Miss Silence Dogood, he had to flee the area and did this at age 17. Benjamin fled for Philadelphia, and he found another printer, Mr. John Reed, and took up with his daughter Deborah and was courting her. A Pennsylvania governor later asked him to start his own print shop, so he went to London to get some supplies, but was not able to because he didn't have the proper letters of introduction, and he enjoyed staying there much longer and really enjoying the conversations with the British people there and their sophistication. He returned to Philadelphia in 1726 and formed a group called the Junto, which was a social organization for brilliant like-minded academians who would exchange ideas but also books. And this gave Benjamin the idea of the first library, which was started, the Library Company of Philadelphia, in 1731. Benjamin was also a great businessman, writer, and society man. He did end up marrying Deborah by common law. He had a son, William, born out of wedlock, who they took in, and later on had a daughter, Sarah, who was born. Benjamin was able to buy the Philadelphia Gazette from a former boss. It wasn't doing very well, so he got it at a good deal, and he was able to turn the paper's business around and made it a very popular one, and it even was the only paper to turn a profit. Benjamin was also known for Poor Richard's Almanac, which had a lot of great ideas and fun things that people needed at the time. He had a saying, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise, was one of the things published in Poor Richard's Almanac. He also became a contributor to Philadelphia society as a businessman and real estate owner, and even joined the Freemasons, and not long after became their Grand Master. Everyone knows him as an inventor, but he was also a very pragmatic inventor. He would see a need and then basically fulfill it. So from devastating fires that were hitting Philadelphia, he developed the first Philadelphia Fire Department. He wanted a more efficient stove, so he developed the Franklin stove. He wanted to see both near and far, so he developed bifocals. He was most famous for his kite and key experiment, where he believed what was up in the clouds, the thunders and lightning, was electricity. And he even developed the first primitive battery and lightning rod based on that. He's also attributed for developing the rocking chair and discovering what's now known as the Gulf Stream. He was a statesman, diplomat, and polymath. He was a man of many skills and could talk literally to any country. Pennsylvania wanted him as a representative in Britain. He served Canada as the first Postmaster General of North America. He convinced France to support America in the War of 1812. He served as ambassador to France. He traveled to many European countries exchanging ideas with the various people there. He was recognized for swimming, chess playing, and nautical knowledge, was the Supreme Executive Council of Pennsylvania, and spoke out strongly against slavery. Even though he had owned slaves earlier in his life, he freed his slaves and fought for this cause. He wanted freedom of religion and speech, so he often fought for both religious tolerance and went against the British taxation, and definitely spoke out on freedom of speech. And finally, he embodied a lot of the American ideals, from hard work to pragmatism and utilitarianism to an innovative and intuitive person. He was very diplomatic and cosmopolitan, fought for freedom uh, of, of, of America and for religious freedom. Thank you very much.